Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As you're aware, I will be informing you on the Eighth Amendment. The Eighth Amendment reads, excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishment inflicted. Bail is a sum of money used as a security deposit to ensure that an accused person returns for his or her trial. There are 5 things the judge will take into consideration in order to set the bail amount. The first consideration is the seriousness of the offense. For example, did the accused steal a lamp, or did the accused murder a civilian? The second consideration is the weight of evidence of the accused. For example, do the prosecutors have video evidence of the crime committed, or do they have a witness whose eyesight's not the best? The third consideration is the extent and nature of any ties. The fourth consideration is the accused's ability to pay the amount. For example, is the accused the CEO of a profiting business company, or is the accused struggling to pay their own bills? Who do you think has a better ability to pay a $25,000 bail? And the fifth consideration is the likeliness the accused will return for trial. Now that we've discussed bail, let's discuss excessive bail. Let's say, for example, you go and steal a box of Twizzlers. Is the judge going to give you a $1 million bail? No, that's considered unconstitutional. But let's say you sneak into a government office building and you steal important government files. Now will the judge give you a $300,000 bail? More than likely, because that's a pretty serious offense, going and stealing government files. Now that we've concluded our topic on bail, let's move on to cruel and unusual punishment. When you hear cruel and unusual punishment, what do you think of? Do you think of whipping? Hanging? Or what about the death penalty? I was able to get a hold of 3 of the survey takers in order to interview them for their thoughts on the death penalty. However, none of them wished to be videotaped. The first person I interviewed said that they were all for the death penalty, but only in certain circumstances. The second person I interviewed said that they were for it all the way. The third person I interviewed said that they did not favor the death penalty, nor agree with it. When asked what the rules be for being subject to the death penalty were, the first person said only in the heinous of heinous crimes. The second person said if you kill someone, you yourself will be killed. And the third person said that there would be no death penalty. Afterwards, I showed each of them this excerpt.
They will be considering whether or not it is a violation of the Eighth Amendment, the cruel and unusual punishment clause, to execute people with mental.
When I asked them if they thought that the mentally retarded should be subject to the death penalty, they all said no. Then I asked why. The first person said it just didn't seem fair. The second person said because they aren't able to comprehend as much as we do. The third person said that there would be no death penalty, so the mentally retarded wouldn't be subjected to it, but life in prison would probably be their best bet. Then I gave each of them 2 scenarios in which they had to decide whether the punishment given was cruel and unusual. The first scenario goes like this. A man who is convicted of killing the parents of 2 kids driving while intoxicated. His punishment was 12 years in prison. He also had to hang up the pictures of the ones he killed on his wall in his prison cell. And he also had to send the 2 kids $1 each month to show that he never forgot what he did. The first person said that everything was fair except the sending money part. She asked why should he give away his money when he knows what he's done. The second person said that violated her rules of the death penalty. He killed 2 people, so he would have automatically received the death penalty. The third person replied with, yes, that's fair. In my opinion, he should have been sentenced to life in prison. The second scenario is as follows. A man was convicted of molesting children while giving them piano lessons. He was sentenced to 6 years in prison and wasn't allowed to play the piano again for the rest of his life. The first person said that that was fair. He took away something from the children that they could never get back, and now he lost the piano and he cannot get it back. The second person said that it wasn't fair. She said maybe that's how he earns his living. So if they take his job away, then what? The third person said that the prison sentence was fair, but the no playing piano part wasn't. She said that he could play it, but he just couldn't give lessons anymore. So there you have it, my documentary on the Eighth Amendment.